This man killed his daughter and all of his grandchildren and then called 911 and told them what he was about to do next. And this is shocking and the most disturbing case I've ever covered on this channel. This is the true story of Donald Spirit, a 51-year-old man from the small town Florida. This man, Donald Spirit, already had a criminal record, and back in 2003, he actually pleaded guilty to possession of a firearm, and also was found guilty of killing his own son with a rifle. The story was they were on a walk, hunting walk. Donald and his son Kyle were going for a walk, and basically Donald was showing Kyle his rifle, and on the end of his rifle, the gun, he had a bit of rust. And supposedly he was showing his son the rust, and the gun accidentally fired into Kyle's head, killing him instantly. And in fact, Donald actually got 3 years in prison for this. He didn't get done for murdering his own son. He got done for having illegal possession of firearms. It went down as an accident, which kind of makes me not believe that now, because what he did next in this story is disgusting. So obviously he got released for the first murder of his first son, his 8-year-old son. So 3 years later, he went on to do something much worse. And this is where this story gets really disturbing. On the 18th of September 2014, Donald Spirit decided that he was going to commit one of the worst crimes in history. He was going to kill his whole family. He decided he was going to kill all of his grandchildren and his daughter and basically shoot them multiple times so their life is over. Around about 2 o'clock, he got his gun and he was planning on doing this whole massacre. It wasn't released actually what gun he specifically had, and we still don't know what gun he used to kill his family with. But around 2 p.m. he went and got his gun and he was about to commit this massacre and go on an absolute rampage killing his family. Many believe he used the same gun as he used 3 years previous to shoot his son, but he got the gun and he shot his grandchildren, and his daughter. He shot them all straight away. He killed them all straight away. And one of the grandchildren was just a 10-week-old baby. He shot a 10-week-old baby along with all the other grandchildren and his own daughter. Just straight up, got up, shot them all, which really is sad. After Donald has shot all of his grandchildren and his daughter, he realized what he had just done, and he doesn't want to go back to jail. He's been in jail for 3 years for killing his son. He doesn't want to go back to jail, so he's trying to think of a way now that he can basically end all this. And he came up with a very horrible plan, and it is disturbing, but basically he knew he didn't want to go back to jail, so he had to think fast and he had to do something that was going to prevent him from going back to jail, and this is what he did. So Donald's plan was to basically ring 911 and have them answer the phone. His plan was to tell them on the phone exactly what happened. He was going to tell them that he just killed all his grandchildren. He was going to tell them that he killed his daughter, and he has the gun in his hands. He wanted the police to come to his house so they could witness him shooting himself. There was no change in his mind. He wanted the police to come there, show himself with a gun, and shoot himself as soon as the police got there. And that's exactly what he did. Around 4 p.m. on that same day, he actually did go through and call 911, and he did exactly that. He rang them up and he said, "I've killed my family, I've killed my daughter, I've killed my grandchildren, I've got a gun, and I want you to come here so I can kill myself." I'm going to play a clip right now of the real phone call conversation that Donald Spirit had with the police, and this is exactly what he said.
"I just shot my daughter and shot all my grandkids, and I'll be sitting on my step, and then when you get here, I'm going to shoot myself."
What is the address that you're at, sir?
2550 Northwest, 25 Terrace, Don Spirit. Every one of them are dead.
You said your name is Don Spirit?
Yep.
Can I have you stay on the phone with me?
No, not that. I'm waiting for them to get here. When they get here, I'm going to shoot myself on my back step.
So as you guys can hear that disturbing voice, he had no intentions of being stopped. He didn't want to be helped. He just wanted the police to come there, even though the person on the phone was trying her hardest to convince this person, Donald, to not kill himself. Obviously the police wanted to arrest him. He's just killed his family. Shooting himself at this point is just an easy way out for him. He doesn't get any punishments other than he kills himself. He's killed his whole family. He just gets to shoot himself now and get away with everything effectively. The police didn't want that. They wanted to arrest him and make him punished for this crime. So they sent loads of police cars to his house. They kind of stood beyond their doors with guns aiming it at Donald and told him to put down the gun, because when the police got there, Donald was alive still. He hasn't shot himself yet. So the police turned up, loads of police turned up, they closed off the road, As you can see here, the police close off the road and they start aiming their guns at him, and I don't exactly know what was said. It has not been released, but they apparently tried talking him out of it. He didn't do that, and a few moments later he did in fact actually shoot himself and killed himself instantly. Moments after Donald Spirit actually shot himself, the police kind of wondered what had happened. They wasn't sure if he actually did shoot himself or he was trying to kind of pull off a stunt. He did in fact actually kill himself. So what they did then is go into the house and search. They wanted to search the house to see what was there, because they wasn't sure at this point if he had actually killed his family. And it's sad to say that when they went inside, they did find all of the victims shot with multiple wounds. It wasn't just one wound on each person. Apparently there was multiple wounds for each member of his family. So yeah, he did shoot all of his family. He woke up, he went on a rampage, shot every single one of them. A 10-week-old baby, his daughter, all of his grandchildren. He shot them all and then shot himself. The craziest thing about this story is there was no intention or any reason why Donald wanted to kill his family. There was no clues found, there was no messages found, there was nothing found to even remotely link a reason why he wanted to do this. There was no previous words or messages or anything. He just literally got up and shot his family. He wanted to kill them all. He said he was fed up. Again, some people seem to think this could potentially be the reason why he shot his family, is because he was in jail and felt guilty maybe for killing his first son, and he didn't think it was fair his other grandchildren and daughters should live if his son doesn't, because he shot him. So that might be one of the reasons potentially why he wanted to kill his whole family, was because of that. Some other people think that he maybe had a problem. No one really knows for sure. And in fact, the police do not even know the reason why he did this. The police actually released a statement saying, there are certain things in life that you can explain, and there are certain things in life you cannot explain. And this is something we cannot explain. That's exactly what the police said, and the story kind of ends there. No one knows why he did this. No one can find out why he did this. He just decided he wanted to kill his whole family and then kill himself. And he wanted the police to see it. Very, very sad. And my thoughts go out to anybody who was affected by this story, or anybody who has heard of this or was around the area or anything like that. My thoughts go out to you. I think supposedly as well there is a daughter who is still alive. We don't know her name. So again, my thoughts go out to her as well if that is real. But yeah, guys, this is a true story. Very, very shocking and very, very saddening. If you guys want to see more true crime stories, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I post videos every single day covering all of the latest and craziest, deepest true crime stories. If you want to see more, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.